Alright, and we're back here with another series. Got Ro16 and Fusen joining me once again. This time we've got another Gold of Division round of 8 series between Systembo Laget and Donkekong. Thank you, one team, for providing me with a name that I can pronounce. That sounds sort of okay. And the other one, I guess we're just going to call you Legion Team, because that's all I got here for this one. But
ZQ.
That'll work. It's Z for me, because I'm an American. But
yeah,
it's close enough.
I usually call it Z too. No, who says that actually?
It's the Brits. It's all their fault.
Oh.
For
Okay.
me, Zed is
I like that more.
An electronic artist, not a letter.
Yeah.
But anyway, got another series and waiting for bands, so I have nothing to say. Anybody else got anything to say?
Systembo Laget is Legion, yes. As the only one from Nordish country, I can actually say that name, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, we actually see Swiftblade in this series. Being
Oh my god.
Banned. It's a miracle. By Legion. Is
Can you say the team name again?
Systembo Laget.
You don't pronounce them. Systembo Laget.
Like, I'm not even
That's what I heard.
That's fine.
It's okay. Once I'm gonna meet a Hungarian team, and
Oh, you're gonna be on home turf, yeah.
My plan is much simpler. The United States is just going to culturally dominate the rest of the world and force you to speak like us. And then
Sounds really bad.
all of my problems will be solved.
Nice.
Anyway, ban Swiftblade, Bubbles for the Legion side, Cthulhu and Parasite for the Hellborn. So once again, we're going to see the Cthulhu ban. Obviously, we didn't see it in the end of the last series. Did quite well. Although I shouldn't talk about that, because if you're watching this on VOD on YouTube, then I might have just spoiled another game. But oh well, go watch that series first, and then watch this one.
There is Ophelia not banned.
Yeah, and they were softening it for a second on DNKE. I do believe they play it.
Yeah.
But
Not
here
the
we don't see it
DNKE?
much anymore.
I think they can.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
The
I
Magnus
don't know.
first pick, that's...
I know
it's pretty
5
standard
can
now.
play it. Magnus first pick is fine.
For the love of
It's
Christ,
usually pretty standard now, yeah.
somebody pick Rhapsody, Jesus. Ophelia first. Okay. Get Rhapsody.
Yeah, they need to get Rhapsody. Ophelia Rhapsody on Hellborn is like really strong.
Or Ophelia Magnus. Or, sorry, not Ophelia Magnus. Rhapsody Magnus.
It's okay.
Good lane.
I mean, you don't really consider that a good lane. It's usually after the lane it becomes more potent. And you have one of the better initiators and probably the best all-around support right now.
I don't think there's any question that she's the best all-around support. Empath, I think, is better in some specific situations, but if you've got to pick a support right now, it's just she's so damn good. I legitimately don't get why nobody seems to be first picking her.
I think Torture can be stronger than Empath in many cases.
Torture is terrible. Shows how much you know.
Glacius is pretty good too. Just saying.
Nah. Let's see. Glacius, 49% win. Torture is way down there at 41%.
People can't play Torture or Glacius. That's the reason. But Rhapsody is still not picked. But Revenant is picked.
And let's see, Rhapsody.
I hope they're not gonna pick Bihi because there's 3 melees in the same row, kinda.
Rhapsody 64.2% win, 4th highest of any hero with at least 10 games played, and only Riftwalker is higher in supports. I guess Behemoth is at 20 games, and that's a little bit higher, but
Only Riftwalker is higher and people are losing Riftwalker. It's only 3 carrying
Yep.
the Rift win.
you guys,
Close to it.
I think you guys are still
We are
perfect with
5-0
Riftwalker,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not because we're keeping a record or anything.
right? I'm keeping records, don't worry about it.
It's okay if you're like 10-0 if you count scrims and board turnings.
Yeah. Still not lost.
We have lost with Doctor though in a scrim. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Kraken and Glacius, they're going to finish off the Legion's first couple of picks, and once again...
Rhapsody.
Yeah.
I just want to say it's not terrible.
It could make some sense, yes.
It makes sense. Raps is still better here, but it does make sense to some extent.
I mean, their ultis do a crap ton of damage if they manage to do everything perfectly.
I
which would
will
be-
also say, if there's one place where Rhapsody falls off, it's usually in tri-lanes. And Glacius suits tri-lanes much better, I feel like.
Raps is not bad in tri-lanes.
I
but
feel
they
like
don't really
she's
need
okay
strong
too,
tri-lane,
yeah.
so. No, they don't need the strong tri-laning because it's already dual lane by Habon. So Ophelia is jungling. Glacius 3 is really good against Ophelia creeps though,
That's true.
if he decides to help out the lane. So there is some logic behind it. Especially if Donkekong doesn't play Rhapsody, then it's like, whatever, we don't need to get Rhapsody. Glacius is really good laning wise, so let's just get it. Ophelia Rhapsody is really scary together though.
Oh, that's awful.
That's a really early Master of Arms pick.
Is that... I can't see the logic there.
They want the Ophelia Master of Arms combination.
Yeah, that's
Save people globally.
that's good, I guess. Is that really worth picking at
It's-
third?
No,
Yeah.
you don't pick Master of Arms at the third pick.
I'm not even sure. If it's worth
Unless
picking at all,
unless you know the Legion is gonna ban Master of Arms.
but- and
because
that would
they-
be surprising.
Because I don't know, they play Master of Arms all the time on Donkey Kong.
No,
I don't think so.
No, I'm just
I
don't
mean-
know, speculating at this point.
I think it's a decent enough hero and one that we almost never see anymore. It's probably got a few situations where it makes sense to pick it up. I'm not convinced this is one of them, and I don't think I would at all pick it this early, especially when you have a hero
it
like
would be
Rhapsody
much
on the board,
better on Legion too.
Yeah, would
Yeah.
be much better on Legion as well. Yeah.
especially with the counter push too. But the thing I was going to mention was Revenant ends up with the second pick. Here we've been seeing a lot more of lately, and I'm split. Like we've seen it be really, really good, and we've seen it not be so good. It seems to get countered pretty damn hard early on just by picking up a Rev Ward or some Dust, which anybody who's semi-competent will realize to do. If that doesn't happen, it is quite strong in the laning phase, but if it does, then it tends to get shut down relatively quickly. So, thoughts on Revenant?
It really depends what role they play Revenant in. It can fit a lot of roles. If it's a solo farmer, not in the suicide lane, then it's usually the best position for it nowadays.
So thinking like
but
a
you
mid,
do
maybe?
see, yeah.
What if
a
it's
mid or short-
suicide lane?
If it's suicide lane, there are a lot of matchup. Like it becomes you go into more matchups that are really bad for it. Mainly like 2v1
Yeah,
matchups.
I think
Haven't
1v1
seen
is
that.
probably okay, but the 2v1 is when you get support picking up a Dust, and then you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the strongest like level 1 and 2 hero. It
think
does a
it's-
lot of damage, but it dies.
Yeah.
I think it's fine hero. It's the most overhyped hero right now.
Mm.
That's like.
It sort of came out of nowhere too. I don't think we heard too much about that. It's not like it was getting picked up towards the end of CIC. It just sort of showed up in
Oh,
Cycle 1.
Kind of saw it coming because a lot of teams were running it in scrims a lot
Yeah.
of times. So it wasn't like shocking for me because I kind of expected it.
It's because
Uh,
you actually play scrims and participate in scrims, and I don't. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I have no idea.
someone who only watches Honcast,
You-
it could have been.
Yeah,
Expected.
what you think? I'm so much
Yeah, that's
better.
what I'm saying.
I've participated in scrims. Me.
I mean, you can watch Scream replace if you want to. It's open for everyone. So
Again, though, but you understand. We talked about
Yeah.
this before. I am lazy. Very important to start a lot of the things that I do with that phrase. So
you can't just go to public stats and go through the games. You don't have to watch them. You know,
look, if you
If you
keep
wanna-
making
if-
sense, I'm gonna have to mute you because.
It's fine. So Steeler picked. It's
All right.
like it's
I mean, they needed something against Ophelia, I guess.
it's not against Ophelia.
Well, the thing is, Soul Stealer can peak early, and that's good when
Yeah.
we want to be able to stand against an Ophelia lineup as well, early on.
Overall, with Glacius, with Kraken and Magnus, it's good.
I'm feeling.
I could have imagined something much better, but it's okay.
I'm feeling Tempest
And-
here, and you just stack all your ults on top of them, on top of each other, and winning the game. Makes sense.
That would force Kraken into a suicide lane. most likely.
You don't understand though,
think
because
that-
then if you hit 5 people with the Tempest ultimate, and you have Magma's Eruption and a Kraken Hall and a Glacius Downfall and a Soul Stealer ult, everything dies. So clearly that's the correct strategy to play here.
I think
Just saying.
they're
There's the beat.
Jesus Christ. They've got a lot of big fat ultis.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to pull off though. Like they need a lot of items on many different heroes.
Mm-hmm. PKs.
Also,
everywhere.
they need to not fall behind in levels, so the ultimates actually do something when they hit.
Associated.
So we'll
Is it
see.
drowning Bihi? That is the question.
Yeah, could be a famous root pulling Behe.
I mean, it could be. We
I
had
doubt
done
it.
that with Soul Stealer as well, but yeah, I doubt it as well.
You guys
Maybe
pulled
they've been
jungler with
watching
Soul
HoN Tour.
Stealer?
Well, I mean, Soul Stealer was in the short lane farming. It was one of the carries we were most scared of doing it with, I think, because of you miss an early creep wave, so you fall behind in souls against Suicide in lane, maybe.
No, Susa is fine.
Okay, well, if,
No, the thing is, Susa can handle suicides really well 1v1 after small advantage, so you can just live with the support and rotate mid if you want to do that.
okay.
So for that, it's really good. But mid is gonna be hard against Prisoner. I don't know what hero they can put.
Could be
put
Prisoner, could be Blood Hunter. Never know. But yeah, last 2 picks for Hellborn's side are Prisoner 945 and Blood Hunter, so a little bit off the wall when it comes to their draft with the Master of Arms, the Prisoner especially, and then
Okay.
of course new hero and Revenant.
I'm gonna call Suicide Revenant and Bloodhunter solo top with Master of Arms, Prisoner mid.
I would hide.
Okay, Ophelia did buy boots.
Oh.
It's like Precision top, but so is Blood Hunter, so never know.
There's boots on Ophelia, which could indicate a man up as well from Ophelia.
I have no.
Oh,
what
Behe
that is.
Behe has farming items, and Magmus
Yeah.
has wards bought.
Yeah,
This is
that's new. Support
Yeah.
Mag, haven't seen that in a long time.
he doesn't have any stat items. I'm not sure.
What I would do is hide in a side shop and try to get kill on Revenant, because you have to know that Revenant is suicide. Like there's no other way they can lane it, unless they end up with Prisoner.
I'm feeling tri-lane here for the Legion side.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's a really weird setup.
Yeah.
Like having probably is it going to be Suicide Behe?
No,
No way, not with a hatchet.
I mean,
Kraken has
he's running there. Kraken is still in the jungle.
No, it's Behe mid.
Okay, that's why is the Kraken then still in his own jungle? Is he gonna jungle with Glacius? I don't know what's going on anymore.
That's a Pro
I'm
Dota
lost.
2 strat. CM jungle. Seen that a few times.
I give up. I can't.
I think Kraken's running top. He's just gonna be late.
He's gonna be really late.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
He's
a
not gonna
problem.
be 1 creep wave late. He's gonna be like almost 2 creep waves late here.
He did the boxy.
So yeah, it looks like we're gonna see a tri-lane bottom, sort
So
of.
Kraken is like more late. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be even more late.
Wow.
Let's stop for 5 seconds casually.
Yeah. Pretty sick prisoner skin.
But I mean, to be honest here, I don't really like Hellborn's draft very much. I'm not a fan of Blood Hunter, and I'm not a fan of Master of Arms in general, or in this lineup specifically. But Legion's lanes are pretty terrible. It seems like.
I think Hellborn's lineup is like it can find pickoffs really easily with Bloodhunter and Revenant,
Right.
and then they can push afterwards. They get kills with Ophelia. So in that sense, it could work out a lot. Like they have an advantage in that sense, you could say, over the Legion team who just want to groove up all the time with their ultimates.
Right. And I think, I mean, a pretty critical advantage is going to be, it's PK City on the Legion side. It's 4 heroes. I would imagine they're going to get a portal key at least at some point. Maybe not Soul Stealer, but I can't imagine that Behe, Kraken, and Magmus won't all have one. So the question is there initiation potential going to be good enough on the Hellborn side to pick people off and then get kills before they can portal key away.
Top lane.
And as well as not save them. Anyway, yeah, Kraken dying up here. Charge forward, will take Ophelia with him, and that's going to be a problem. Activates the health pot. That was probably a mistake. Situations like that, we see it every so often where it seemed like Kraken was dead. There was no way he was going to get out of that, yet he still activates the health pot, which to me just feels like it's a waste of 100 gold. Yes, no, crazy.
It's like the last second health potion where you hope the enemy team is just turning around because they thought you're dead.
Right.
It's that kind of mentality you probably had.
Seems like it never works, but I guess the
yeah,
sort of there.
it's rare that it works, but when it works, it's really worth it though. And you could argue that he doesn't need the health potion up here anyways, since he's 1v1 and has 6 Blightstone still. So
It's
yeah.
fair. He decides.
It's like a nice attempt.
Back to your point, you're talking about initiation. All 3 heroes on Legion sides have no form.
and
he's
getting
in
will throw the fissure. Actually, that screwed him more than anything. And as a result, he's almost certainly going to fall here. Magma's looking for a stun, and that's going to hit it, but it's not going to happen.
He's also going to die now because he's stunned in.
Well, they don't have any mana on the Hellborn side. He might just be able to walk out of this, especially with Glacius.
They're both going to die to the hook
But
if he hits it.
Hook is here, and they can't just stand in a line like this. They gotta move. There we go. So if you're gonna kill one, you're gonna kill. Oh, yep. Uh-oh. Maybe you will get both. Magmus there is gonna fall. Illusion Rune picked up by Glacius, but now he's gonna run right into Revenant. Revenant's to level 1 though.
Needs to block him. They need W from.
Yeah, and he's gonna get
he's way off it. He's way off it. And they're gonna auto take him down now.
Yeah.
Not a defile.
Nice imprisonment there. Couple more autos. One more, and Glacius is dead. So that was bad. 4 for nothing all of a sudden. In favor of the Hellborn side. That was a 3 for nothing fight, but yeah.
Happened really fast as well.
This is really bad. Now I know what Legion was thinking with Behe solo mid.
It seems odd, especially because Behe can be such a powerful tri-lane hero. Like, why would you send him middle and not Magmus, and then send Magmus to the tri-lane? It's confusing. Prisoner also going to walk by.
They probably got the mindset of like Prisoner counters Magmus too much that we need to not send him mid.
Magmus' escape, which doesn't work. He at least has, you know.
I still think it would be better to send Magmus mid though. In all honesty.
Yeah.
I think big bubbles and
like the difference is Magmus would probably still die there in mid if he gets hooked. But Behe would actually be contributing something to bottom other than just like not reaching XP like the Magmus has been doing.
And even if
just
Magmus
pick a hero, it's
takes
still Behe, which is good.
Even if Magmus takes the shackle, if they don't kill him before it wears off, he can get away. If
yeah, exactly.
Behe takes the shackle, even after it wears off, they can still auto attack him down because he's just not fast. He doesn't have an escape mechanism. And as we saw in that last fight too, he fissured off the mid lane, which basically prevent him from living. Hook there back into Behe once again, and there's the stun from Master. Decent fissure there that time, but they're going to try to dive this, and that's not a great idea. And end up leaving. I do miss that up top as Kraken died to Ophelia gank.
Massacre.
So 5-0 now in favor of the Hellborn side as I'm finding it difficult to really pull for one of these teams just because I feel like they're both kind of throwing. I don't know. Hellborn's not really throwing, but I can't get over the fact that I don't like their lineup. And
their lanes are good. I would still say that Revenant is, 2-0 at 6 minutes, so it's kind of showing that he should not be suicide. He was like 1v3, but it was a Glacius Magmus, so the Magmus pretty much didn't count in that lane, I would say.
Up top, 430 gold per minute on Bloodhunter, so he's crushing this lane right now, 37 CS. Although Sosu in the bottom has 39. Meanwhile, middle lane, another kill onto Magmus this time. As I missed that, but oh well.
He got hooked in, yeah.
So that's the expected result for Magmus. The issue is he's level 2 and Prisoner's level 5, so if Magmus is level 4 or 5, maybe he survives through that long enough to get a Steam Bath or a Lobster off and can live. But at level 2, that's just
if Legion team is watching this by any chance, they wanted to pick up Behe Magnus, combo Kraken.
And And once
mid
again,
action,
hook back
but-
in onto Behe. In the middle lane, there, the 4 lightning will finish him off, so
Yeah.
7 to
So
nothing.
they picked up Umbo combo, so they can defend pushes.
Wow. He just keeps hooking in people
Yeah.
to kill them. Like, he's relentless here.
Uh-huh. Not sure if he'll get Glacius here. Nope, yep, there it is, the Shackle. That's going to be a pretty easy kill. Top lane, meanwhile, Kraken getting jumped once again. Has the silence on it from Bloodhunter. That'll be a death. 9 to nothing in favor of the Hellborn team. And this is quickly devolving into a 15-minute CC.
Maybe I have 10 seconds to say something. So they picked Momo combo ramp against Ophelia, but it really only works if you have levels. So although they picked Magnus or Behe, which is technically could be really good against Ophelia on paper.
Hope you're watching bottom.
Yep, I
Yeah.
am. Soulstealer dying right here. He will take Master of Arms with him, but he is going to fall to the Revenant. Not a
He
bad trade.
skilled ulti just before he died. I mean, I don't know. It's not usually something you see at level 8 associated with ulti.
So yeah, basically my point is that although they pick Behe, Magnus, whatever, they don't have levels with those heroes, so it's actually not doing anything. And not just levels, you kinda need PK.
Yeah. Like you're saying
At least
at the
on
beginning.
Magnus.
I mean,
They
there's-
are making a lot of stacks, but if my predictions are right, they're probably gonna get gobbled up by Soulstealer. Which would be the wrong choice in this case, I think. Like, that is why you want Soulstealer, because he's a really fast stack clearer, but there are heroes on your team that needed way more this game.
Looks like Henry set up a gank top here onto Bloodhunter. 4 heroes converging, and he will be in some trouble as Behemoth is making the transition. But Revenant's here invisible, and they're going to try to counter gank on Kraken. They don't realize what's coming for him, though. As there goes the Hemorrhage onto Kraken. He's going to immediately stop. Lava Surge comes through, and there's the Fissure as well. Nourish's Blessing goes through, though, and we'll see if they can counter kill on Kraken. Nourish's Blood Sense is activated from Bloodhunter. He's just going to run away. Revenant, in the meantime, I'm going to try to get some invisibility off. That's not going to happen, and he will fall. So File dies off to the side here. Soulstealer Ultimate goes off, and it looks like Prisoner is in a lot of trouble. He's trying to run away here. No more Demon Hands available from Mr. Soulstealer as he's out of mana. Hook back will connect onto Behemoth. That'll be 1 counter kill. And there's the Fissure trying to get it on Kraken. Not going to happen. Fork Lightning is there. Master of Arms manning off the Soulstealer. That was a mistake, except Ophelia does finish the kill off. Now she'll be running away. Minotaur Stomp there prevents Kraken from going further anymore. And looks like that will be the end of the fight. So, not bad there for the Legion side. They get a couple of kills, and they lose 2 of their own. Trade's not the worst thing. In the meantime, actually, Ophelia's in some trouble as well. She's going to die to the Lava Surge. But Bloodhunter looking to finish off Kraken right here. No, doesn't want to die to the tower.
Wow.
Yeah. Feels like he could have gone for that.
Yeah.
Nobody has
He
mana
could
on the
have.
Legion team.
The Minotaur definitely set it up for him.
Now
Is he gonna go
now he
now?
dies for it. Okay.
Well, okay. I mean,
Honestly, right there, would have
Same
hemorrhaged
result.
the
Now it-
Gate Calisius
Yeah.
and maybe gotten
Yeah.
2 kills out of it. Oh well.
Interesting.
Yeah, it feels like he could have at least gotten 1 more than just the Kraken, but I suppose
I was like, is he a carry player?
he is, yes.
usually he
He-
is, at least, because I did the DNKE, another one of their games, and he played Puppet Master in the first game, but he played the Initiator in the second game, and somebody else I think played.
He has
Something
played
else.
mid or carry.
Yeah.
Was the 2 roles he used to play at least.
Because File is a carry player too. Switching to Suicide nowadays, what you do.
Yeah. I guess they are switching around a bit. Every now and then. Depending on heroes.
Chat is asking you guys to identify yourselves because they can't tell which one's which.
I am Potato Mouth Root of Sea because I'm Danish. So
What?
And the other guy
Never
is
heard that.
the other guy is Fusen.
Yeah.
the sick Hungarian.
Yes.
Big 3-man walk top.
Yep. Bloodhunter's gonna get jumped on, but here's the port, and Ophelia's here as well. No option obviously available as Magnus is level 5. There's Nourish's Blessing, and Hemorrhage goes down into Glacius. That means Blood Sense is there. Hook comes on to 3, and the ultimate from Prisoner ends up hitting everything. Magma's dead. Release the Kraken, not going to do too much. Finally, a Fissure comes out from Behemoth, and they're going to chase everybody down at this point. Bloodhunter's Blood Sense going off. They want the Kraken here. Health Pot is activated, though. Hook back forward, very nice. And that's going to be another kill. So 3 for nothing. Initiation for the Legion side, and it turns right around in their face. Ends up being 3 kills for the Hellborn, and now they're going to turn this into a tower push, which should happen very easily. Might even be able to get tier 2 here if they get greedy about it. And Behe trying to stop a little bit with the Fissure, but Prisoner's looking for the hook, not going to find it. So,
Yeah.
that's where we're at, I think, at this point. Legion,
They keep trying to gank the Blood Hunter.
yeah.
I guess they are scared of him sitting top, winning his 1v1. I don't think that's where their focus should be right now on Legion, though. So they're probably gonna get a good kill mid.
Yep, not bad.
Finally level 6 on Magmus, 12 minutes in.
Does cost them Glacius, but that's definitely a trade they'll take.
Yeah, and now, like, this is 12 minutes in. They had stacks at like 8 minutes in Legion jungle, and they finally got killed, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just looking like a
Yes.
CC. in
They're
2.5 minutes.
they're falling really far behind,
Yeah.
and their strategy is not evolving as it should have been. Oh, the Pustula slow might actually make a difference there.
That's
But he's
Rumble
probably gonna be
with
too
the
late, I
stun.
think.
There it is, and the Force Lightning, but Prisoner's coming in here for the side. Won't be able to get anything. Hook coming through, not going to connect. A little embarrassing here, considering the teleport. Oh well. Prisoner's had plenty of pretty awesome hooks this game. I'm not really going to say that he's responsible for too much that's going wrong. 450 GPM and 6-0-5. He's very much
The
an
pink
asset.
guy, he's known for playing cookers.
Slaskidrith, yeah.
That's not quite how you pronounce the name.
Well, you know what? As I said before,
It's okay. It's okay. Slaskadriel though.
look, there are letters there, and English is my native language, so that doesn't mean I know how to speak it, but I can certainly get indignant about it.
Yeah.
It's okay, you can pronounce Rude's name. My name's. That's what matters.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Root's name has English words in it, and that helps
Yep.
a lot.
Okay. But mine. Next.
It doesn't, but it's a lot less complicated.
It's
There's only 5
only
letters.
two syllables, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of. It sounds Swedish. But yeah.
You just,
Whatever.
Fusen wants to be Swedish so badly.
Yeah. Anyways, Soulstealer now hit 400 GPM. All his team is sitting very
Yep.
below where it should be. So once again, he will not carry the load for his team.
I mean, it's just gonna be a situation where he's gonna probably die last, or maybe first if they focus him. Depends
He's-
on what their
Mm,
game
yeah,
plan
I
is.
guess. He did get a PK, which is definitely the item they need on him. So thank God for that. That's their chance of getting something.
Bottom lane,
Done.
4 heroes here gonna group up and take this tier 1 tower. Ophelia is on the rampage. Should be pretty easy. Portal Key also on Prisoner now, so
You need to find an inventory and give it to B.
that would be nice.
And combo.
It's only level 6 BE though. It's not the scariest.
Destroyed a Legion tower.
Well, at least he's got his ult.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Magus
Glacius
didn't have his
is
ult
the only
for
one
so
without
long. Revenant in the
Hey,
Invis
well,
Master here, and might see a counter initiation to this mid tower push. So we've got 4 Legion heroes. Yep, there's the hook back onto Soul Stealer. Looks like he will be the first one. Nice ultimate going off. Doesn't kill Prisoner still, but the Newest Blessing comes in. Not going to save him. Eruption also doing quite a lot of damage. That's going to be 1 kill, at least, but there goes. Everything else on the Legion team is dying. And only Behemoth left alive. He should probably leave a little bit faster than that before he gets hooked back in, except he can't because Slaskidrith's dead. And I just don't know what's happening. Anyway, he TP's out. So, 4 for 1. Yeah.
yeah. But the fights can't like start with all of Legion running away from the enemy. Like if they're gonna fight, they have to either commit fully under the tower with everything they got when they see TPs, or they just back off, and if somebody gets hooked, they're dead. That should be what they're thinking.
I feel like that was sort of what they tried to do. I mean, Soulstealer put his ultimate down, so did
Hellborn had destroyed a Legion
Magnus.
tower.
Kraken, I think, got silenced before he could do too much. And
No,
Behe
but they were really slow at going on that fight, because the fight got initiated by the hook from Prisoner, who was TPing in as well. So the fight should have started before the TP even happened, pretty much.
I can't really blame them for being perhaps a little bit uncoordinated at this point, though, because I think there's a decent chance there's some dissent within their ranks at this point as to whether or not they want to stay in this game.
Probably.
So they may not be on the same page when it comes to team fights and stuff, which of course isn't exactly helping. Which, I don't know, kind of bad. Anyway, I'm kind of surprised they haven't thrown up a CC vote at all. I don't know about you guys, but
I mean, they're still hoping that they can hold uphill, maybe.
yeah,
Is what I'm looking at, because they still have a really strong uphill team.
they do. It's going to be very difficult to break base. But if Prisoner can get a hook onto one or two heroes, especially with that portal key, then that could change very quickly.
I mean, Hunger is pretty much free for them, so they can just take Hunger that game.
I feel like if Bloodhunter picked up a Shrunken, it wouldn't even matter, like, what's going on here. They could easily go uphill anyways.
It's safer though.
So
In that Shrunk, oh god.
he's not going Shrunken. Magnus is finding some good wards here. He found one top, and now he's finding one mid, which is helping a bit.
It's kind of funny. He's too scared though to go kill it immediately.
And that's why melee, you know, you don't have melee supports like that for warding, counter warding.
Well, that's not the main reason, but yeah.
It's the main reason.
I think it's laning.
Me too. I'm a little bit more on board with the laning phase issues.
It matters a lot positioning when you're counter warding, though.
Look, the point is, you're wrong about everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's just okay.
Why am I even here?
I know.
Well, from Fox would have been better.
You gotta stop mentioning Buxy.
Balthazar would have been better. At this point, at this point in the game, Balthazar would be farming 400 gold per minute. Anyway.
I mean, their Soul Stealer is farming 400 GP.
Yeah, I know, but Balthazar isn't even playing, but he would still be farming 400 gold per minute.
Oh. Okay. They're gonna get a bottom tower unless Hellborn TPs. They might not even notice it though. Yeah. Their Behe is dead. Magnus got hooked. Oh, didn't stun into base. But yeah, he's still gonna be safe.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Still no PKs other than Soul Stealers inside.
Yeah. So this is their... Really? Somehow it logged me out of Twitch. I'm not sure how that happened. Anyway, initiation there from Soul Stealer doesn't do too much damage and comes right back.
That sometimes happens.
How the hell can I get logged out of Twitch when nothing happened? That's
Has
so
happened to me.
stupid.
Not like I was streaming. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really realize that I'm streaming. It's just that. I mean, I've been in chat the entire time, so you'd think that it would realize.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Anyway, Hemorrhage going down on Soul Stealer along with the silence. And apparently this is their time to initiate after the tower is dead. There goes the ultimate there from Kraken, and the eruption from Magnus won't be stopped. Pretty good amount of damage coming out, but it's not going to matter. As they get a couple of early kills. Blaze just going to get hooked back in. That's going to be a third, and I'm expecting the GGs now.
Yeah.
The Anti-Man,
Soul Stealer ran with Blood and ulti from Rax to well, pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
And
but
now
I mean,
he's
the
gonna die too.
goal was really good, but they were just too far behind.
Barracks has been destroyed.
They caught the right amount of heroes, but they just couldn't kill them. So that's
A Legion
probably the end
barracks
of the
has
game.
been destroyed.
If I was
And yet-
Legion team, I would be discussing like what to do next game.
If you were Legion team?
If I was Legion team, yeah, I would just be discussing what to do next game. Like, what do they plan to do next game?
And yet they haven't thrown up a CC vote, so...
Huh? I mean, they need a lot to discuss, maybe.
Maybe.
After this game.
I don't know what they've been doing for the last 5 minutes if it hasn't been discussing what to do next game, but...
I mean, they were holding base, but now they're not holding base anymore.
Hopefully it's a discussion, not a flame war.
Yeah, hopefully.
Could be a flame war too. Well,
Initiation from Behe, but... I mean, Hellborn are not even... They don't even care at this point. They're just hanging around in the base, and they're like, alright, we're gonna keep killing you over and over again. There's another initiation on a Kraken. He's gonna fall. Nice, actually, is initiation as well from Solstice, and Magnus can get 1 kill, but that's not gonna be too much. Magnus gonna fall. And then Solstice are gonna all of a sudden be in a lot of trouble.
So, stat padding?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Stupid
That's the
people
easy
messing
one.
with numbers. It's a good thing I don't track for Gold Division.
Defeat.
Anyway,
Hellborn
finally, they'll throw down the CC, and it'll go to the guys on DNKE. A pretty dominant game there. 22 minutes doesn't really give it justice. This was over in about 10, maybe even less. So that'll be it for this game, and we will move on to game